All right, and preparations at the Uhuru Stadium are complete as Kirinyaga County hosts its first ever national celebration, the 58th Mashujaa Day event. And I want to cross over to Mwea, Kirinyaga County right now, to the host of tomorrow's Mashujaa Day to speak with our political editor, Francis Gashuri. Francis Gashuri, thanks so much for making time for us this evening. And immediately, what could be some of the key highlights of tomorrow's event from where you stand this evening?
Wahiga, the stage is set for tomorrow's Mashujaa Day celebrations here at Kirinyaga County, Uhuru Stadium to be specific. This is in Mwea constituency. And so Kirinyaga County gets an opportunity to host these national festivities in the new system of devolving these national celebrations after counties such as Narok, Nyeri, Meru, Kisumu, Kakamega got an opportunity to host, Machakos got an opportunity to host this kind of national celebrations. And so we've been out and about. Chemutai Goin, our colleague, has prepared a story on the preparations at Uhuru Stadium. And the stadium is brand new, if you may like, but not everybody will get an opportunity to be in that stadium because of the maintenance and observation of COVID-19 protocols. Only 2,000 people will be allowed into that stadium that can host about 10,000 plus people. But because of the COVID protocols, only 2,000 will be allowed in. And so Chemutai Goin prepared this story about the preparations for tomorrow's Mashujaa Day celebrations. Take a look.
The Uhuru Stadium is deemed fit for purpose as county number 21 prepares to host President Uhuru Kenyatta, who will lead the nation in commemorating the 58th Mashujaa Day celebrations.
Na kuja kwa hii michezo ni kumaanisha inaingiza pesa kwa watu wa Kirinyaga, inaingiza pesa kwa business community ya Mwea and in Kirinyaga in general.
At the stadium, workers put final touches to the stands and grounds ahead of the feat. According to Interior Principal Secretary Karanja Kibicho, all infrastructural requirements have been put in place, and despite the stadium having a 10,000 capacity, only 2,000 invited guests will be allowed in to ensure compliance with the laid out COVID-19 protocols.
We'll be expecting the entertainment to start around 7:30 when everyone is seated, and that will proceed until we receive our VIP at 10:30 when the official function.
Because of the high traffic and the VIPs that are going to attend these celebrations, it must be controlled, it must have some discipline. So we want to ask the public and the wananchi and the travelers that we will be able to disturb you a bit. Because of that serene, we'll be able to cross this road right from Samson Corner up to Makutano.
All who will be allowed in will be required to wear their masks and sanitize at various sanitization points.
The invitation here is by card, and if you do not have either a red card, a green card, or a blue card, you are advised to stay at home and watch the proceedings of this important function from home, so that we also don't have a function that leaves us with problems around COVID.
Security within and outside the stadium has also been bolstered.
Security is concerned. The only thing I can do is give an assurance that we just had lengthy security meeting this morning to just ensure that the operation order that is deployed for tomorrow's function is sound and good.
The chief guest at the event will be Malawi President Lazarus Chakwera, who landed in the country earlier this morning. Excited residents have a wish list for President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Ikifika siku hiyo aondoe kafyu ili tuweze kufanya kazi, sababu ni watu wengi sana wanaumia juu wamezoea kufanya biashara zao masaa ya jioni.
Ile ingine nasema tunaomba hii kafyu kwa sababu kuna wageni wengi sana. At least hii siku ya Mashujaa tukubaliwe mpaka hii saa 4 hii ya kafyu. At least tutembeze wageni, tuwapeleke kule wanarara, kule wanakula.
While it is all systems go at the Uhuru Stadium, What remains to be seen is whether politics will play out at the Mashujaa Day celebrations, noting that most of the political leaders are expected to attend this event. Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV, Kirinyaga County.
Wahiga, the highlight, of course, will be President Uhuru Kenyatta's speech when he addresses the nation tomorrow from Uhuru Stadium in Kirinyaga County. And a bit of the number of people that we've spoken to today were hoping that President Uhuru Kenyatta will say something about the 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. curfew that has obviously disrupted how people know their normal life, nightlife, if you may like. And there are expectations that the president will say something about it. Remember when he was touring some development projects yesterday during his stopovers, people were actually asking him about the curfew, and he promised to speak about it. Well, we don't know whether he will say anything about it tomorrow or in the course of this month, but there has been calls for the withdrawal of that curfew so that people can be able to continue with their normal lives. But of course, the question of COVID-19 management, bearing in mind that every day we are seeing political rallies and other activities going on, and the pertinent question has been what is so different with night time that can't happen during the day. And so the question of also vaccination across the country comes into play, even as the country and the government deals with the sensitive question of reopening the country while at the same time making sure that the COVID-19 management procedures go on. And so the highlights will be President Uhuru Kenyatta's speech definitely tomorrow, Wahiga.
Gashuri, local and regional politics has played a role to some extent in the build-up to Mashujaa Day tomorrow. What political factors might we see taking place tomorrow, in your view?
A lot of politics has been on in the last, let's say, few weeks since preparations for these festivities began. Remember, Kirinyaga County is the home of Interior Affairs PS Dr. Karanja Kibicho, who is also the chairman of the National Celebrations Steering Committee. And there has been that tiff between him and Governor Anne Waiguru. Questions about the whole management of the entire celebrations and the preparations. Remember that handshake between the PS and the woman rep, Purity Ngirishi. Those are the pertinent questions that have been coming up insofar as the local politics are concerned. And the governor complaining that she has only been allocated very few cards to accommodate or to invite people to the stadium. But on the other hand, the PS saying that let's deal with the national celebrations first, and then we can continue with the local politics. So a lot of Kirinyaga politics basically at play tomorrow. And almost all the leaders that I've spoken to are saying, let's first deal with the celebrations and then we can embark on our local politics. There were fears that there could be some jeering and booing tomorrow, but hopefully that situation will be contained insofar as allowing the celebrations to go on smoothly without any interruptions. The local political intrigues insofar as the Kirinyaga gubernatorial race next year are concerned.
Thank you so much, Francis Gashuri, for that update. Let me allow you to get some rest if you'll be able to, because we know tomorrow from 8 a.m. we'll be live, both here in the studio and in Kirinyaga County for the 58th Mashujaa Day event. Of course,